Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time for some more adventures of Ash and Steel. Now, this episode is going to be a little bit of a weird one, but let's see how things go. I'm going to go back and see if Nerest has a new quest for us, because the hermit who lives here by the ruined village had one, and Radim had one for his house. And off camera I discovered someone else has one too, so it's worth revisiting people. And I appear to have come across a very interesting tidbit of information, which is that the large number in the circle next to the enemy life bars is not in fact their level, but rather their armor rating. This could make a lot of sense, and explain why their level always seems to be vastly superior to my own. So let's check in with the old man and hope it's not something to do with cleaning his filthy trousers. There we are.
Well?
How are you getting on?
Like a mare at the town fair. All prettied up, but still working my arse off. I see you took my advice. Made some new friends.
It took a fair amount of work, but yes. Thank you for helping me back then.
Since you're so thankful, how about helping me out in return?
Here we
What do
go.
you need?
I read a book recently, a good one for a change. And just when it got interesting, it ended.
You read a book?
Either hear me out or sod off.
Alright. No need to snap at me. Tell me about the book.
Serialized, was it?
And I'll be damned if I know where to find the other 3 volumes. You're a bright lad. Help out an old friend. I'll make it worth your while. The city bookshop is a good place to start. The book's called The Majoran Devil.
Perhaps we should look into that. And if we get a skill point available, which I don't believe we currently have, he could teach us some... It seems that we're not going to get the money for that anytime soon. But now we know we have a mission, maybe we should visit that bookshop. Yeah, that's an interesting development. I should probably go try take on some of the rat walkers and that giant beetle round here. But also, it bothers me that I can't get back to the Inn of the King's Brother. So I should probably be looking to clear the way to there as well. And whether it is levels or armor values, it's still indicative of the danger level of the monsters involved. The ones with a higher, I'm still going to call it a level number for now, also seem to deal more damage, have more health, and in some cases have special moves the lower level versions of them do not have. That looks like a dig spot. It's not. The dig spots look remarkably similar to the mud patches that we see lying around. If we walk on them and they sound like mud, it's mud. And not worth trying to dig. And the house is now complete. Let's step inside. Radim, you have a wonderful home.
Any luck?
With grass growing up through the floorboards. Hopefully that'll change in future. For now, we want some tomatoes. Let's see. Apple pie. Yeah, we want those. Herb fish pie, we don't want those. Apple pies are on the food list, as are berry pies. And with those tomatoes we can make ourselves a nice salad. I'm going to risk a sail. There we go. Also, we should not be afraid of camping. I know I've been hoarding our camping supplies, but frequent camping is one of the things that unlocks part of the world knowledge permanent bonuses. And that is a benefit we would probably like to have. Additionally, as we head out further east towards the realm of the free hunters, there are not a lot of camp spots available for us to utilize that we have discovered yet. But we do want to be heading back that way to see Lara and check with her about permission for the people to stay. I'm pretty sure I've secured that by now. And something else I might do in town is upgrade my sword, because it's only 100 gold, and yeah, it's about a 7-point damage upgrade, 6 or 7 points. It's not as good as the one that we'd need 2 more points of strength for, not by a long chalk, but it's also a lot cheaper than that sword. And if the number we've been seeing next to enemies' life bars is their armor number, then 7 extra points of damage will go a long way, especially as some of them are showing a 25, and our damage is currently only 30, right? So we'll head into town, see if we can make it to Marketplace before it gets too late, buy a new sword, maybe visit the bookshop as well. We might need to stay overnight at the Brotherhood in order to be able to make it safely out of town.
Rough, to be sure. But life goes on.
This weather's been mad lately. Sunny and rainy, then
However,
sunny again.
if I can camp when I get out of town instead, on the road, I can make a nice salad, and that'll boost me up so I can then go hopefully fight those 2 rat walkers on the road to the place I want to go. The Inn of the King's Head. It's more of a tavern, but it does have beds for the night, even if it doesn't really have a building, so kind of a camp. So what's on the list left to consume? It's like rum, apple pies, berry pies, another pie, spiced meat, the meat pasties, and something else, right? I think the green apples give nothing, and I think we've already done the carrots. And I don't believe we can repeat the bonuses, but hey, might as well try in case we do at some point. But yeah, once we have done our 20 of something, we can just stop and just relax it all. Even then, we don't need to just spam the same thing.
Sometimes I wonder.
Fog's rolling in. Weather looks grim.
Someone was out wandering the streets. Yelling.
It's just nice to know what kind of things we could use to add some spice and variety to Tristan's diet, from which he would also benefit significantly. Now, if we're going to be replacing this old sword, if we had a second one, we could...
Fairest of them all.
Okay, let's equip
Just a glimpse of this greatsword will scare your enemies away.
this. Here we are, indeed.
Why is he wearing that junk?
Otto, my man. You're selling this for 10. and we can smelt 2 of these down.
A good
so
price.
that's a bargain. This then, for 50, this 100, this 400, big step up for a 3-point difference in strength. So we're just going to grab this. There we go. And then we'll sell this. Very tempted to sell this, but I'll hold off. And this as well, because we're hopefully building towards that at some point.
A good deal.
Zlatar is not here. And let's equip our new 2-handed Sword of Pride, and note our damage has gone up to 37, which is going to be a big difference over 30 when it comes to those foes which may or may not have armor 25. It would also mean they could conceivably be the same level as other foes we encounter in the same area that have a much lower number if it is an armor rating, and would explain why the beetles have such a high number. For now, let's see if we can get to the bookshop before it shuts. It is worth considering investing in a bank at some point. However, we can never withdraw the money we've invested. We can only withdraw the interest, and it's not worth it unless you put at least 1,000 in. Some people say the sweet spot is 10,000. We're a long way from that. You know what? Let's make ourselves extra presentable. It's our first time entering this fine establishment.
Good, sir. Are you literate?
Well, yes. I'm a cartographer, so I can read more than just letters.
So that is what you think. But letters always have to mean something.
Right.
Just as every book is more than the arrangement of its text. How may I call you?
Tristan.
My name is Booker. Welcome to my shop.
Right. Do you have the Majoran Devil?
Do you have the Majoran Devil?
Just the second volume. 50 gold.
Oh. What about the first?
I'll buy it.
Enjoy.
And where can I find volumes 3 and 4?
Any idea where I might find volumes 3 and 4?
Let me think. It was quite a popular series in its time. It's been out of print for a while, but fortunately for you, I remember all my customers. A man bought the 3rd volume, had a military air about him. Edwin. Oh, no, Darwin. And maybe Irvin, some name like that.
We've heard
I've
of
seen him
Irvin.
around a few times, but he's rarely in the city.
Yep.
Volume 4 was a little more mysterious. A secretive fellow from the Free Hunters came by and said his commander needed the book.
Right.
So, I think you'll find it with them.
You have an excellent memory.
I know all the Majoran ballads by heart too. Wanna hear?
Another time. Thanks for the help.
This looks like something fun to explore when it's not so late in the afternoon.
Do you need help with anything?
Are you looking for work?
You could say so, yes. I've only recently arrived on Grey Shaft and would love some spare coin.
Well, I might have a job for you. Of a rather sensitive sort. Preacher Kronos has recently borrowed one of the tomes from the Book of Exegeses from my shop, and it seems that he forgot to return it in time. I would be very much obliged if you could gently remind him that the public library is in a very different direction from this part of town.
And bring the book back, I presume.
And bring the book back, of course. Do this, and I might share some of my spare coin with you.
Alright. Well, I'm going to head off now. Whoa, I'm glad I chose that option. I don't want to get arrested for standing here talking to him in his place of business. It does also seem... You remember the chap Norbert who had his house stolen from him? It seems this may be the place. Maybe. As we're in the River District, and it's the only unlocked building in the area. However, we still don't want to go in and just rummage around this late in the evening, as there is someone inside. And I'm not entirely sure how we'll know when we find his belongings. As it is growing late, I probably shouldn't have come this way, should have just legged it out of town. I can try that. Should have probably gone the other way up the ramps. Oh well. We are very thirsty, I see.
Keep your hands where I can see them.
Alright. Let's make a dash for the city gates and then head out in style. Work our way through the outskirts to the campsite where we can bed down for the night, cook a few bits of food and head on our way. And tomorrow I should probably check what the grave diggers are after.
Something was banging around in the cellar all night. Couldn't bring myself to risk checking what it was.
The bandits around here have grown fearless. Someone was...
It's also worth looking for
Keep
that
your hands
creature.
where I can see them.
We've got so many things to do, but why not roam around the land a little? Ideally, we want to kind of optimize our movement, do things in one area while we're in it. We don't necessarily really have the ability though, so let's just head up here to the campsite, as the hour is getting late.
Hi, old Tristan.
And here's Jiri.
Looks like we have a real order night here. I have a job for you. Interested?
What happened? I had an hour or two before I could record, so I did a little running around places I've already been and bumped into a few people. Here we are.
Tell me what the job is. My family used to have a house here in the outskirts. I wasn't on the best of terms with them, but it turns out I'm the only heir. We had a family vault, which was a particularly sturdy chest with several keys. It has documents inside, deeds for the lands and the house. We've always kept them there. I have a key, of course, but there are a few small considerations. The first is that I don't want to show my face in the outskirts right now. And the second is that I can't for the life of me remember the cipher for the chest. I'm sure the cipher is hidden somewhere in the house because my mother used to forget it too and she wrote it down. Take the key. All I need is the documents. You can keep whatever else you find in there as payment.
Sounds easy enough. I'll do it.
Sounds illegal, Tristan. But Jiri's been a decent person to us so far. Let's set up camp. Right, we're going to rest until morning. And then hopefully we can also still cook. Because it doesn't make sense to cook before we rest. Right. Grub. Top quarter meat, that's for spiced meat, isn't it? So we'll make one of those. And then a nice salad. Yes. What we got in there? Lettuce, courgette, squash, tomato, onions and carrots. What's the squash doing in salad? That's odd. Right. Well, away we go. We'll break camp. Now, I would have thought that the house
Many dangers lurk in the
he
woods.
claims to have
You need
inherited
anything?
would be the abandoned one with the 2 beetles next to it. I did go there off camera, defeat one of the beetles, couldn't find anything in the house that would hint as to, no written combinations or anything. I hope it's not a currently occupied house. However, there's a shrine here, and it's probably high time we paid our respects to the gods. No, we're... There we go. I don't know if we gained some respect or something. Apparently there is a benefit for praying a lot of times, although there may be minimum amounts on those. But since we're feeling much better about ourselves, we'll put our cap on. We may want to put on our helm at some point. Did we gain a point of archery damage? We might have done. Interesting. So, I suppose I could examine some of the houses on the outskirts. It's not locked, but it's his place. And this would be where she lives, right? Can't remember her name right now. This definitely looks like someone's place of business. And we have options for theft, so let's not do that. Hello.
Keep your hands where I can see them.
How are you getting on?
I can't complain. Things are fine while there's no ash falling from the sky. They say it won't be as severe this time around. We can only hope.
Was the last blight hard on you?
Very. All the ash made the roof of our house cave in, so we had to shelter in the cellar until our neighbours could dig us out. But some folk didn't have cellars.
There's a cellar? Might be a different house we're looking for. Okay. Let's jog back. I might just need to go back to the Free Hunters area anyway. And that looks like I could pick it up and that it may be a crime, but it neither appears to be the case. Well, there is a priest in town we should probably try to visit anyway. Bloody hell, mate. You're popping in like that. Give me a shock. Allegedly. If I was of a more delicate disposition. Okay. What else could we get up to? That's locked. This appears to be semi-detached. But I suspect it's the same property. Oh, while we're here, a matter of recycling. 2. Oh, and we can... Ah, alright. So we could then make one of these to sell for 44 when we only paid something like 20 for the old sword. That will help us and our flagging funds You know what, though? We got a new book. Oh, and our maximum health appears to have increased as well. Possibly from the meal, but hey. Come on, I don't get to read it. Oh, it's quest items, not. But aren't they all? Interesting. Well then, back to town I go. And we could see what the bookshop keeper wants of us. Asking if we could read. He may very well put us to the test. Now, it's early morning. We'll have to hope the preacher is about. And we'll also have to believe the preacher is at the church, as that makes the most sense for him, as opposed to being anywhere else. Come on, game. It's only the city. The next patch surely can't be much longer. It's been in testing for the last couple of weeks. I think last time it was 3 or 4 weeks that a patch was tested. This may be a bigger patch. But I'll be looking forward to it when the time comes. You know what, Tristan? I'm reckoning you doff the leather skull cap. While it does make you look like a busybody or errand boy, taking it off makes you look more relaxed. At ease with yourself. And you're about to meet a man of the cloth, no less. One who has borrowed a book from a bookshop and feigned to return it. He has not deigned to return it. Let us step inside. Now, it won't be you, dear fellow. You're just a member of the peasantry. As a well, we're kind of sworn to be a squire to a knightly order, so we could arguably rank a little above the peasantry. Is this... No, that's a woman. You there. You are not the man I seek. Well, that's a problem, isn't it? We're this way up today, are we? Oh no, that really does look like the ruined house, doesn't it? With the 2 very tough beetles. Okay. Kronos. The preacher, who doesn't seem to be here. We do need to find the first book somewhere as well. Why does it look like my Magic 10 logo with the X there, in that style? Is the first one in the Restone house? At least it's only 3. Why did I think there was a 4th? Because he said who he sold the 3rd and 4th to, but if there's only 3, if they all hint at some treasure somewhere. Another job for a hunter. Dorian needs a hunter of a beast. We think we know it's some kind of big tortoise or something. Bring Dorian the golden statue. Who is... just like his, or at least similar to it. Okay. Ask... Now, Cordelius. Name. Corodelius, or Corodelius, as in corrode. In a small ravine near the Grey Shaftian Cemetery. That's better than what he actually said to us, which was near the fishing village. Well, we know where the cemetery is. Wait, the Grey Shaftian cemetery. Not the fishing village cemetery. Oh. Is that not just outside this? I shouldn't run in church. Or in a graveyard. It's very disrespectful. This feels like if there's a small ravine off the edge of this, that feels quite unlikely. If there's a way to get to a small ravine near here that is outside the city and is accessible via another point, that makes a lot more sense. So having now hired someone to guard the marketplace, I could again attempt to... Wait, wasn't it a preacher who wanted us to hire someone? I'm not so certain. Right. There's also a jeweller's that I don't believe I've been into, where I may be able to inquire about employment. Okay, well he's up and about
Dark
already.
ale is the sweetest of them all.
It's probably worth purchasing more designs for different weapons at some... Ah, here we are. Hello.
Hello!
Keep your hands where I can see them.
I don't know how we're supposed to impress him. I'll just have to keep at it. It might even be worth risking life and limb in the arena. Let's have a little poke at this jeweller's shop and see what it turns up. We should probably try and sort out that man in the brothel at some point as well. But if it is their armor number, that would imply that enemies have the same for all three armor values, despite the fact that research has proved that the blunt weapons do more damage to the undead. Proved by players, that is. So let's... Okay, that's a dead end. But let's see what else we can find. So this is... Yes, Dio the Jeweler.
You see, the better. Are you lost?
Why? Maybe I'm a client.
Huh? Yeah, sure.
Dressed like that. Oh, you can teach me? Oh, of course you can teach me. Not that I have anywhere near that kind of money. Or even this kind of money, come to think of it. However...
Got any work?
You'll probably have better luck asking a carpenter or a smith. The work of a jeweller is quite solitary.
Does that mean no?
I didn't say that. You can help me with something. I've been thinking of restoring one family heirloom of sorts to its former glory.
What's the heirloom?
An old sword. I've been using it mostly as a prop for my jewels. Anyway, first of all, I'd need a bunch of lucida stone and a smith to do the metalwork. So yeah, bring that prop to Vin and tell him what I've just told you. Get the sword and the lucida stone back to me when he's done. And that would be all.
What if I decide to run away with your relic?
Don't break your back if you do.
That heavy, is it? Let's see.
pretty much any floor with a sparkly gemstone.
Well now. Let us... So what did happen to the priest we met? Because we have been avoiding the common watering holes of the town. As we've discovered, those are currently full of encounters that add considerable danger or quite possibly dishonour to our lives. I'll probably start popping into them soon. If I can get to at least level 10. But first, we've got a master...
Keep your head safe!
Master Forgeman. See, he's going to say I've done up the stone order. It is right.
Dior would like to restore this sword.
Looks like a piece of scrap iron to me.
He calls it a prop.
Right. Well, there isn't much to talk about here. I just need my tools and some grey shot silver alloy to give this thing a fresh new look.
I have this.
Here's your alloy.
Aye.
He needs the tools, doesn't he? Well, while I'm here... Glad I've had that silver ingot for ages. So I'm going to sell this. Both of them, actually. Because I need the money. And then, I'm going to do something a little sneaky. Now, this is piercing damage. This is blunt damage. And most of the natural attacks of the creatures we've been facing appear to be of the piercing variety. So I am actually going to swap that out. I'll pop that on. And if we then put that on at some point, we'll have some very respectable defensive values indeed. The next thing I'm going to do is look at the quest for the stolen tools. Praying. Alright. Where? Tools of the trade. This looks like a cart with 3 pitchforks and some hay. Thing on the right, I have a suspicion. We don't need to find Robert, we need to find where the tools have got to. And I think that might just be the cart in the docks district. Have I gone too high? I think I've gone too high. Interesting though. You know what, let's just eat that while we're at it. Top up that health. So I'm gonna pop over to the docks and have a look. Apparently, under here and through there somewhere is an underwater
Fog's cave.
rolling in.
Weather looks grim.
And in that underwater cave is a chest.
Keep your hands where I can see them.
That's an exploration for a time when we have more stamina. Or have gained some kind of ability to breathe underwater. Would be really nice if the stamina would not constantly drain on the surface as well. Now, I could be completely mistaken as to the identity of the cart in the image, but I was looking also at the surrounding area. I'm thinking in here on the right. Looks like I was very wrong, doesn't it? Okay. But I might as well have a poke around anyway while I'm here. Perhaps I can even run into the preacher. I don't think the preacher I met here was called Kronos. The pitchforks are more likely to be in the outskirts or some kind of farming country, aren't they? Right. Excuse me, dearie. Just lots of fish, right? Herbfish, woodfish, brunfish. Okay, fine. I don't think any of those are on the list. Alright. I mean, there's lots of hay here. Ooh. It's not this one, is it? It's, nearer the entrance to the area. Just up there on the right, in fact. No. No. I suppose I should continue my search. Wonder if there's some kind of quest at the bathhouse, quite possibly. In searching for that drunkard Robert, what we don't want to do is run into a violent drunkard and receive a drubbing. Even though the various alehouses and other establishments would be a good place to seek out the lad. Right. We know there's a chap at the inn down by the docks who wants to get us involved in something dodgy that sounds like a massive ambush that will get us killed. So we don't want to look there. We know that in this inn there's a man who wants to fight us, and in this section we cannot go. This is a poorhouse by the slums. What's that? Is that jeweler, bank? Is that the moneylender? I think it may very well be. Okay. And there's an alchemist here in this one. Truly? Oh, wait. Have I... No, I don't think I have been there. But it does no harm to... This would be it. Healer's Abode, Physician Services. Well now.
Hello. Are you wounded?
Am I supposed to be?
Of course not. I'm sorry. I spent the whole day yesterday patching up seamen who had quarrelled over their last glass of rum, so maybe I'm still in the mood for more work. I am Nina.
Tristan.
What brings you to the Healer's Abode, Tristan?
Well, I thought I'd come in through the door and see,
What kinds of wounds can you treat?
Almost anything, if you can still crawl up to my door by yourself. Won't be able to grow you a new arm, of course.
That's unfortunate.
But at the very least, I'll mend the wound, so it won't fester or get infected. And I'll do my best to help you with pretty much anything else. Cuts, broken limbs, infections and whatnot.
Right. So in case we receive some kind of permanent injury, and those can happen in this game.
Can I help you somehow?
Well, don't take this as an offence, but you look more like someone who would only add new patients to the queue.
Right, yeah, sorry about that.
You're not entirely wrong, but I can still do some good.
Then take this.
What is it?
Medicine. A lot of people who live around the port are suffering from consumption. They are malnourished, their hygiene is poor, their bodies crave some rest. It's a common predicament. There are 4 flasks here. If you truly want to help, try to find people who are in need of these potions the most. Do come back and tell me whom you gave them to when you're done.
Well, presumably the poor and needy. Whoa, 4 of those. Can I just keep them? Those are really good. Look where we've gone again. Taken the same wrong turn as last time. That is an interesting one to take if we need to defend ourselves, but we don't want to get backed into a corner, so it's a place to avoid. So it is useful to learn its location, and that looks like the grill does not descend all the way to the water. That may be the underwater cave that has been mentioned. However, I don't fancy trying to pick a lock underwater. That sounds like an absolute nightmare. Would be nice to go visit the bookshop keeper again today. You know what? Yes, I shall.
Keep your hands where I can see them.
And I'm saving because this feels like the kind of test where I could cock things up. This is mid-session save, so there we go.
It's so sad to see all these books just collecting dust in my shop.
Why did you ask if I was literate?
Because most people who find their way into the Ark of Wisdom do so only to look at covers. Half of them are brave enough to ask which books have pictures inside.
Oh dear.
Now I understand.
With all due respect, I doubt that you do. I have some truly one-of-a-kind works here, and I'm always on the lookout for new additions to my collection. If a traveller were to bring a tome from the Prime Strider's age here, they would be rewarded handsomely.
So you're saying I could be one of those travellers?
Of course! Do come back here if you find any rare books, and I'll see if they're worth anything.
Right. Doesn't seem like a test then. Books, we have many. Stormwinds. 1, 2, 4, no free. The Grey Blight from the Ashes 1. Lessons from Volcano. Elder Rock. Excerpts from personal notes. Some of these are expensive. A starter, the pinnacle of ambition. Let's just see who's behind the Majoran Vistas. Probably worth stocking up on some of those later on when I have money. Once again, funds are not our finest quality at this point. Let's go this way. Right. Wait, no, that would be slums, wouldn't it? Okay. I want to avoid entering the inn. Oh, wait. What if we go and hand these out to people and come back and tell her And she tells us one of the people was really unworthy and didn't deserve it. Because, you know, they just wanted it for a hangover or something. Nothing yet. Okay. Hello. Nope. Okay. It's probably a bunch of named individuals. Oh, hello.
Keep your hands where I can...
How goes it?
Things are hard, but I'm not complaining. At least I have work, unlike many others. People are so poor they're starting to lose their humanity. Forming gangs, robbing the innocent on the roadways. It were never like that when the former governor was around, Seven rest him. But why think about the past? We'll survive somehow.
Well, friend, don't take this the wrong way, but the work you have seems to be sitting around begging. I'm not sure that counts as work. Oh. I had an idea. What if the proprietor of the poorhouse could have a flask to give to anyone needy who happens to be staying there? Let me guess, you don't want to have anything to do with me either. Okay. Hang on. Nope. I'm imagining there'll be a distinct interaction rather than just asking how things are. I don't think we'll need to do something to unlock it first. Oh, hello. Sorry, I almost missed you there. And he's like, never mind, I'm on my break. So let us try in here.
You have money to spare.
How are you getting on, Helmet?
Life's shite, to be honest.
What's wrong?
Fair enough.
It's just that I've got some rash all over my damn
Oh.
body. It's like I'm covered in crushed stone, you know? It's itching like Kyrza.
Have you talked to a physician about it? Or an alchemist?
Haven't got time for that. Ships are coming in here all day, and sometimes I don't even have time to eat, you know?
Let me look into this
Well,
for
why
you.
don't you try this?
Might be something serious.
I doubt that. But I guess you could do that if you have time. I'd be grateful.
Apparently not. Okay. Hello? We don't get to give him that.
Keep your hand...
Nope. I'm not going to browse his wares, because they are very pricey and we do not have the coin. So we briefly thought we'd found someone in need. I suppose I'll keep going. Nope. Ah, excuse me, gentlemen. Nope. No, he doesn't want to know. Let's try the shipbuilder. And everyone who happens to be in this direction.
How's work? Hard.
Can't do much about it, can I?
You can at least have this. Nina said that it would help a little.
It's only thanks to her we, the common folk, still manage to get by.
Well, that's one. And 50 experience points. Why, that's half a... what do you call it? One of those big blood flying things. So who else? There's the lady at the fish stall. I have a horrible feeling the barman at the inn. There's this chap in here who didn't want to deal with us earlier, right? And he still doesn't. He has metal gauntlets though, or at least metal plates on the back of them, which is far more than we have. We don't even have gloves. Right. We're working on the whole armor thing. Allegedly. It's just not happening anytime soon. So we do know there's a lady who owns a fish store. There's also the innkeeper and the head of the Gravediggers Guild. I might be on something here. We're not going to be able to interact with him, he's sitting very high up. Oh, that sword blade is really catching the light quite fancily, isn't it? It's far more shiny than the old one, in certain lighting conditions. Let me guess, you will have nothing? And if I go up here, I'm going to be told to stay away from the ship. Anyone here? Doesn't look like it. There could be the woman's husband, right? Let's try. Actually, if a woman sleeps around a lot, she could have some kind of nasty infection as well. That looks like it leads to some sort of balcony. I'm not here to steal. I'm here to look for people who might be sick. And if there are any, they're going out of their way to avoid being detected. I suspect they're both out for the day. And probably will be for the rest of my life. Well, let's get out before I get into trouble. Alright, since we're here. Nope, nothing. Oh, but he can teach a lot of these. That's great. If only we had the kind of money and a skill point. Well, the skill point's a long way off, so we can focus on acquiring the money, which should best be done completing tasks such as the one he set us. We should also be looking for people to sell the booze to. Okay, sorry, sir. Don't mind me.
Fog's rolling in. Weather looks grim.
What do you want? I'm busy.
Okay, just... woo. Okay, this isn't... That is. Excellent.
Oh. Need money?
What a stupid question, who doesn't?
Fillmore from the port is looking for a fresh pair of eyes to look after his workers at the checkpoint.
So that's what you're offering. I have a couple tenants that might be interested. But you'll have to do something for me first.
You'll get paid anyway. Isn't that enough?
So what? I don't like the fact that this prick couldn't come to talk to me himself. What is it? Pride? Shame? If he can't do his job right, then you will.
Fine. What do you want?
That's better. I need you to help me out a little. First, kill all the damn bark bugs so they won't bite people's asses at night anymore. Then, bring me some drinking water. About 10 bottles will be enough. And the same amount of bread loaves. After that, we'll talk again.
Okay, you got bark bugs in here? Well, let's...
Keep your hands where I can see them.
Wait, we can rest here now? We couldn't before. That is potentially life-saving if we get stuck in this part of the city. Looks like we got one. Hello. I see you. Could have sworn I saw one round here. Not that one, but moving. Is there another floor above this? Okay, let's see. $10 loaves of bread. That's going to be a bit of a while. It's not going to be this one. You know, we should... Herbalist or alchemist? Couldn't I ask with Doctor? Menders, yeah. 4 potions. People stricken with consumption. But I think there are more people like this in the near districts. Then I should return and report to... Okay. So not just there. Where? I think I hear it. It's possible it went downstairs. Hey, you.
Why's he wearing that junk?
Very good question. So I'm reckoning we want to head back to our proper bed, not one in the poorhouse there. And while we are doing a bunch of errands around town, maybe we could... tricky. Don't know. Hang on. It's almost worth trying to get out of town before night falls. Almost. for now, I think we want to head to a safe bed and relax.
Can't see tucht in a fog like this.
Hello? Oh, hey, wait. While we're here, Captain. Nope, not Captain. Black lung, you'd think that'd be something a miner would get. Although perhaps someone who deals with a lot of fish. Not particularly sure where we're even going to find this Fillmore once the task is done. But hey, the task would be done. So if we get ourselves a good night's rest, I suppose then, after we sleep, we go out to the outskirts and try Jiri's family cottage. Ooh, now. I'm seeing an empty spot. We could put this. It may be a little early, but perhaps we should go seeking out members of the Order, because there is a quartermaster, and his name's Gabriel.
Can't see a tucht in a fog like this.
What can you offer for me? Reinforced bolts. This is advanced, advanced, basic crossbow bolts. Okay. Weapon sharpening kit, armor reinforcing kit are both advanced. And these are all really expensive anyway. So nothing for now. And no skills
One
to learn
speed
anyway.
to you, brother.
Let's head downstairs and visit the healer on... No, she won't be open yet, will she? I can pretend... Yeah, they won't be ready either.
In the fields.
You know, we haven't necessarily made much progress by the way of acquiring experience points this episode. But we got ourselves a nice new sword, got ourselves some new quests to work on. And the nearby districts to the docks would include the slums, so we should probably look for someone there that may be suffering. And that is something we can do now, without needing businesses to be open. We still don't have anywhere remotely worth anywhere near the wisdom or insight to deal with the madman down there. And who would it be in this district? Presumably a named individual. Speaking of which, we should remind ourselves there is a named individual who's got it in for us. Okay, you're fine. You look pretty decent up there. Anyone hammering probably isn't available to talk. Look for names. Hey there, old captain.
Anchor!
What the?
The anchor is gone, you slimy mussel! You took me anchor!
Shit. I didn't touch it. Did you even have one in the first place?
Me? Admiral Yo-Ho? Heading out without me trusty anchor? Never. Ah, now I understand who spilled rum all over the deck.
Are you alright?
Are you alright?
More rum for my mug and dried fish for the landlubbers. A cursed monster is clawing at my bulge, craving to devour my old heart.
Well, who's that?
The worst abomination to ever emerge from the depths. An unspeakable horror haunts the ship. It's asleep now, right in the next cabin.
I don't quite understand.
How much more do I have to drink to drown my anger at this dumb lubber?
Look, are you,
Look, are you...
The seven winds are my friends and my kin. We're riding the waves looking for krill.
I see.
Me schooners all crumbling, rats go galore. When the water's a calm and I'm stranded ashore.
Those subtitles don't match at all. Okay, well, looks like we're going to have something to do there. And it's not giving medicine, unfortunately. Look, someone keeps hammering nearby. Is it this chap? We do have an anchor in our possession, but it's from the fishing village. Oh, that's pick up, that's not talk to. Hello?
Do you like bread?
What's that got to do with you?
Nothing. You're right. I guess I'll just go straight to the guards.
Wait.
They'll bring the baker here, he'll point right at you, and maybe that will help you realise that stealing is bad.
Hey, chap, wait. I didn't.
Oh, really? Did the wind bring this loaf here?
Well, it weren't the wind, but people come and go all the time.
Stop it.
Fine. You got me. What else should I do? I'm all alone here and I have nothing to eat. Do you want me to starve?
Why don't you get a job at the bakery? Crazy idea. They could feed you with bread.
Well, go and get a job then.
A job? No one even wants to talk to me, let alone give me something to do.
What about Buddy?
The baker?
Yes. Yeah. You're already acquainted and he has already seen the worst of you. I can talk to him. He seems like a good person. Maybe he will understand that you were stealing bread because you had no other choice.
You must be kidding. Whatever. I've nothing to lose. Tell him that I'll be stopping by. If he has work for me, I'll take it.
Okay, we're on to something. Let's... I mean, we still have to work out who's stealing the flour. And who's stealing the bread. But we're making progress, of sorts, rather unexpectedly. Went in there to talk to him about one thing, noticed another. That seemed rather pertinent. You're the chap I saw... Yeah, you are. Okay, well, let's just pop up here. You... No, not even vaguely interactable. Likewise, you, sir. He's too engrossed in his beverage. These two chaps are awfully similarly dressed. Each accoutred in an amalgam of rags and shabby, well, remnants of what might have once been warm, and now just about does the job. Hello.
How goes it?
Things are hard, but I'm not complaining. At least I have work, unlike many others. People are so poor they're starting to lose their humanity. Forming gangs, robbing the innocent on the roadways. It were never like that when the former governor was around, Seven rest him. But why think about the past? We'll survive somehow.
Well, don't advertise the fact that you have a job, or the locals of this district might rob you for your wages. How about... Nope. Okay, so 10 bread, 10 water. We got 7 water. We should probably get some... Whoa. This feels dangerous.
New around here? Buying or selling?
Not the person we seek. Nope. It just briefly looked like there was a person in there. Hammer. The kind of hammer the gravediggers occasionally require. But we'd be robbing the slums, man. I mean, that's stooping really low. You're also nameless, just like those two? Okay. Didn't quite seem like it for a moment there. And there's a map here as well. Well, you look like you're a nobody. You also. If they're busy, they tend towards the unavailable end of the spectrum. There is the chap here who doesn't actually seem to be here right now. Is he further over then? He must be. Down there at the beach, I imagine.
The wind blows through my bones, but is the rain falling?
Yeah, we're going to have to think on that one. Starting to suspect there's no one here to give one of these potions to. And we probably shouldn't be walking around with such an expensive sword on our back. It might give people the wrong idea. Speaking of wrong ideas, here, let's just get back here. So, obviously we don't have anywhere near 10 bread on us. We have... looks like none. But we can work our way towards solving that. And while we're at it, camshrooms, bloodstrooms 40. Okay. So maybe that bridge district out there. But while we're at it, it's now somewhat later in the day and we can go visit the healer and ask about the person who's unwell. And go visit the baker. I don't think there's going to be anyone in the river district here, because that's literally where we started. And while it is adjacent to the slums and the docks, it just feels too short of a journey and too close to the point of origin. I mean, I don't imagine this chap. No. I should be looking for people with names. Captain Seafish Fishing Captain isn't here. That's probably a blessing, to be honest. But while we're at it,
a friend of mine came down with something.
Why didn't you bring him here?
He's very busy. Cannot leave his workplace for a moment.
That is exactly why he's sick. Describe his symptoms.
He says he's got some kind of rash all over his body.
Is it itchy?
Sure is.
Is it red?
No. He says it feels like crushed stone on his skin.
That's
it
weird.
could probably be that.
I've never encountered anything like that before. Maybe he was poisoned. Try asking an alchemist about it.
Interesting, I will. Oh, while I'm here... No, we're good. So much hail grass. At 2 each. Very tempting. But since the alchemist is all the way over there, and the baker is just over here, I'm going to do some of that optimization I spoke about.
Oh, what a thick fog.
You know, I happen to be in the area. You up there. No, we want to keep those tomatoes for now.
How goes it, buddy?
The blight's not here yet. I might as well be buried in ash.
Is it really that bad?
You tell me. My whole flower stash is infested with bugs.
Well,
where is it?
Talk to an alchemist about that.
I've already bought a couple of tinctures from Amir. But not only did they not help with the bugs, they made the flowers smell strange. Listen, you spend a lot of time outside the city, don't you?
Well, that much is true.
Could you please ask around about how people keep these pests off their harvests? The farmers and millers might share some secrets.
Okay.
I'll pay you for the trouble as usual. And what do you think?
All right, I'll try.
While I'm here, I still need to find who's stealing his flour, don't
Fresh
I?
bread, juicy pies.
Find out why the flour is disappearing. Do we know where he keeps his flour? He's not sleepwalking and baking bread in his sleep, is he? Okay, I'm going to save and explore his shop because... And I know it's disappearing overnight. And nighttime would probably be the best time to lie in wait and observe. Who are you? You're not some kind of apprentice who might be stealing the flower, are you? Or am I supposed to have already found its bark bugs that are eating the flower? As part of the first quest. Since he mentioned the bark bugs.
Juicy pies!
Because in theory the heat from the oven could keep them away. Now, can we get round behind the shop at all? That looks like a no-go. And we made a bit of a fool of ourselves there. How about... Wait, this flower that's just right outside? If he leaves that there overnight, that could be part of the problem. Let me guess. That's for making flour. Who are you? You're a nobody I cannot interact with. But, so if I come here at night then probably. Well, we could go do some fighting before the episode ends, why not? Make ourselves feel vaguely heroic. We're not going to level anytime soon, and if we can do this job for Jiri, and we get to keep anything from the chest apart from the title deeds, interestingly enough. And it does look like the old ruin. It may just be a point of pride within. We go, and at some point we're going to want to put our cap on. Our steel cap.
Sometimes I wonder why we even have guards.
You said it.
Rough to be sure.
Why is he wearing that junk?
Someone was out wandering the streets and yelling like a bloody fool again last night.
Death has come to our island.
I can literally see it moving
Soon
around.
we will be dead too.
There we go.
Maybe someone will come and save us.
No.
Greatest protective values we've had in the entire
Nobody
game so
cares.
far. Let's not let it go to our heads now.
But one almighty.
Maybe have a bit of false courage. Sometimes. Nope. Fucking hell, Tristan. And dead. Well, that didn't take long, did it? Just a reminder, we shouldn't fight. Ever. Not even remotely at the moment. I mean, it did look like larger chunks of its life bar were disappearing with each...
Happens all the time, you know.
The bandits around here have grown fearless. Someone
each
was
of the
robbed
one or
right in
two
the
blows we
outskirts
were
recently.
able to land. Now, if the second one gets involved, we are screwed.
Yeah.
Oh no, you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep trying for the knockdowns, Tristan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Excellent stuff. Just get up there. And save again, because there's a second one round here. And it's just as lethal as the first. Good stuff. Keep it up. This one doesn't seem to want to go down. But it did now. So, definitely save worthy. And now we look for some kind of written document. Not seeing a lot so far. Almost as if this could be the completely wrong place entirely. What's that? Big lizard. Okay. We don't want to mess with that just yet. So I'm not... Okay. I'm not seeing any kind of way up to the upper floors. There we go. I did not think we'd make it up to there. And out onto the roof. No! I know what I was trying to do. It didn't particularly work out. Right. I'm wanting to get up here, but I might as well just go like this then. Iron Ring of Protection. Which would be slashing. And let me guess. Right hand. Left hand. Okay. But we'd lose 2 strength, which we can't really afford to lose just yet. Maybe in a few more levels' time. Was it alt to crouch? It was. Okay. What do we stand to gain from here? Is that... Yes, that is the ground floor down there. So, just to be clear. It's not this. We seem to be going downwards at the moment, don't we? Finding Lucida stone. No idea. Right. Buried in the ruins of his... Okay. Yeah, so I'm looking for some kind of numerical clue. Which may or may not have something to do with the building itself. Okay. Let's look for places to dig. Because if we cannot find the one thing, we may find the other. That's a dead beetle body, that's why it's a different colour. I have a feeling the big lizard may guard the dig spot. And we have not found any writing or disturbed earth, but we did kill a couple of big beetles. So, in theory, any clue relating to the building, such as the number of windows on each wall, can't relate to the ruined state of the building, like broken holes in walls or tumbled down things, because it would not have been in this state when his grandmother lived here. So if we go just looking ever so slightly outside the fence, and also bear in mind the distinct possibility we may be in the wrong place. I mean, the illustration definitely seems to show that location. What we could do, however, is completely ignore that, decide it's getting too difficult and go look for some farmers.
Oh, Brock! Doing well?
Ah, hello, Tristan. The one protects me. How are you? So you're in uniform?
It's a long story. I'm alive, and that's the important thing. What news?
I'm getting ready to celebrate. My mother-in-law is finally leaving for Evars, so I'll finally get to relax. I have this recipe.
I'm sorry, Brock, but I'm not interested in fetching things for you again.
I get it, I do. You're all high and mighty now. Not a thought to spare for your old friends at all?
Right. Come on, Brock.
You just leave an old man here without the one thing that brings him joy.
Brock.
I've not got all that many years left. Tomorrow you might find me off with the horses.
But all the horses on the island died off a few years ago.
Yeah, that's what he means.
Exactly what I mean. Please, help me out. I can't do it without you. I'll give you a rare potion in return, one you can't find anywhere else.
All right, tell me.
That's the spirit. And how best to celebrate with the most perfect little morsels. My uncle used to make the best dried meat in the whole kingdom of the seven.
Is everyone in your family a cook?
That's right. My father even served in the palace on Meor. A real chef.
Hold on. So you're from Meor?
If you can imagine, but I was just a young lad back then. There was a big skirmish. Had a lot of those on Meor. Don't remember the details. But all the noble houses were on edge. A delegation from Astarta came to make peace. They almost managed it, but my father, may he rest in peace, had rather radical views. He put something in their food, and then the mess really escalated.
I think I've heard this story. Someone tried to send a delegation to Meor, but couldn't deal with their poisons.
So that's how they tell it. That's a complete crock, Tristan. He didn't poison anyone. Had those uppity fools painting the whole feast room brown, he did. What a sight it was. I'll never forget it as long as I live.
And then what happened?
Nothing could be proven. My father blamed spoilt vegetables. It was a tense situation. No one wanted to air it out in public. So they sent our whole family here to Greyshaft as punishment. And our glorious line of chefs ended there.
A great story. Really? But what is it you want from me?
I just need you to find me a certain rare herb. You can rub it into any meat and it makes it taste absolutely incredible. It's called mule. It's hard to find, which is what makes it so valuable. Can you get me some?
Can't promise anything, Brock, but I'll bring you some if I find it.
That's all I can ask for. Thanks.
Well, since we're dealing with farmers, we don't want to antagonise them or intimidate them with our helmet. Let's put our thinking cap on and have a little walk around and see who we can interact with. Where's the lass who usually works around these parts? Is she just here? Yes, she is. Nope. I think we're going for Milda. Whoa. Shouldn't have run in front of that rig. Going for the mill directly. Speak to the miller and his sons.
Nothing's likely to change.
Hey?
How are you getting on?
Well, you know, staying alive, indeed. And that's just fine by me.
Alright. How about your good lady wife?
Aye. How's life here?
I'll get by one way or another. No one has it easy right now. We may be near the city, but it's still frightening to be outside at night.
Yeah,
it's
no
not
kidding.
wild beasts, it's shady types lurking about. All the guards. And it's hard to tell which to be more afraid of. And
guards.
we've got you distracting me from my work as well.
Alright,
Is there anything interesting around here?
Depends what you find interesting. If it's entertainment you're looking for, you'll either want to go to the City or the Hound. Between the City and the Hound is the Bounty Hunters Hall. Rumour has it they pay well, which isn't surprising. Can't go a day now without someone being robbed or killed. If you're looking for work, you can try asking the woodcutters. There's a path from the outskirts that leads straight to them.
Is everything alright? You look rather upset.
Oh, Tristan, we were robbed.
Oh dear.
They took everything we had. I don't know what to do. The boys searched everywhere, but there's no trace of the culprits. And all the guards do about it is shrug their shoulders. Forgive me, I don't mean to burden you with my problems. How are you doing? You seem like you've grown up since the last time I saw you.
Everything's good, thanks, Mirror. Is there anything I can do to help you?
Oh, I'm afraid not. We've done everything we can already.
Really now.
Aye?
This seems to warrant further investigation. So can't talk to him about it.
Aye.
Just checking if I can get information from somebody.
Aye.
Nope. I hope it wasn't me. I'm pretty sure it wasn't me. I have been inside their house. But I don't think I took anything. At all. So we got the big mill here. Let's see who we can find to talk to. Don't think it's gonna be... Okay, we'll try.
Ready for a good match? Just 100 gold to play, and I promise you'll get your money's worth of fun. Well, ready to challenge someone? Our fighters are tried and tested. They'll knock your teeth out in a couple of hits.
Well, maybe... You said 100, that's 50. Let's just get going for now. See who else we can find. Nope. What's this? A carrot. Well, it's not mine. And that's not even a farmer. That's a scarecrow. These people look a bit suspicious.
Why is he wearing that junk?
Hey. Nope. Don't mind me, goat, you just carry on bleating. I don't suppose... Nope. Oh!
How are things in the fields?
Got nothing better to do than go around asking questions. We feed the livestock, harvest the crops. Answer stupid questions sometimes.
I see.
Fair enough.
I won't bother you further.
For a brief moment there, I thought we were on to something. Let me guess. Oh, wrong field. I imagine you two have nothing to enlighten me on the matter of how to protect. Yes, either. Can I climb up? I can. Excellent. And over here. Excuse me, lady. You look vaguely unique. And you're not.
What the Moon Sect did. They broke into the abandoned fort.
Why?
I'll be damned if
Aye.
I know. But mark my words, they have definitely stirred something up. That's for
Nope,
sure.
nothing.
Something
All
was
right.
banging around in the cellar all night. Couldn't bring myself to risk checking my work.
Well, we've not had a lot of luck so far.
Keep your hands where I can see them.
Alright, lady. Don't have to tell me twice. Uh-huh. Oh, we're looking at the time.
These freemen are just bandits with a fancy name.
You think so?
Of course.
Go camp again.
Why would any good man just feck off to roam the woods like that?
And actually, if we do camp, prepare some salad, head on out eastwards. Don't know who you were talking to, lady, but they aren't there anymore. So what is the actual objective? It's, again, we can't drag and click. We've got a way to go there. Presumably the 50s are easier than the 100s, but you never know. Find out what the flower is disappearing. Got to try that as well at some point. I mean, I think it's getting that bloody cloth isn't happening. Do we need to do this? I mean, I suppose that might impress him. 10 bottles of water, 10 stale bread. I don't have 10 bottles of water, do I? Oh, I do. Okay, here we go. Right, so 10 stale bread. I can get that. Presumably from a number of different sources. One there, one there. Do I want to camp? How's our fatigue looking? Pretty decent. In which case, no camping. We will leg it off towards the Free Hunters. It's going to be a while. Shall we? Yeah, that money's there. Might as well use it towards a religious donation, as it was intended. We got experience points this time. Well, hey. It's probably worth checking near that cemetery on the way there or way back. I did not go looking for a cart full of hay with pitchforks in the outskirts. Probably should have done that. And if 250 gold can get us 100 experience points, it may definitely be worth seeing what a greater donation can yield. Of course, for that we'd need more money. Something that has been rather scarce since we spent a large sum of it. Yeah, entirely our own fault there, but it was quite helpful. I think it was on learning a skill. Oh yeah, there's an arrow in the side of that wagon. If I don't take it now, I'll just forget it and not come back for it at some point, or just assume I've done it. The arrow is now mine. And we must remember that 3 of these flasks of Wolfsbane are reserved. That looks like a camping spot with a big beetle by it. Near the house. If we get the house repaired, which will cost us more money than we have, we can get a bed. Some people on the forum are saying do the garden for the house first because it gives a special benefit that is worth rushing. It doesn't seem to be the basic garden, it seems to be an advanced form of the garden. Now let's head up through Rockwolf Gorge. And maybe feel a little pride in our achievements. Also, rest near the water, because it gets nasty out here after dark. Here we go. So we do want to rest till morning. Because that will make our journey to the woodcutter's camp all the safer. We may be able to ask the farmers here
around in the cellar all
about
night.
bark bugs as well.
Couldn't bring myself to risk checking what it was.
Did we just
Somewhere near the old...
leave contact with the ground and drift forwards on the air magically a short distance before reconnecting with it again there? I think we did. It was somewhat disconcerting. I should slow down, it gives them time to get up and about their work.
I need something to drink right now.
Oh, well, hey, fortunately for you, you do have a large amount of water on your person. You'll be pissing like a horse later on if you chug it all, but maybe a little more. And what could you do food-wise? Yeah, okay, let's, one of them. Why not? I mean, I'm not going to see 20 of those for sale anytime soon, so... Okay. I thought I heard...
What a thick fog!
A bark bug around here. Or some other kind of large insect that could maybe be interacted with. Nothing we can particularly make here, but thought I'd try and waste a little time.
Why is he wearing that junk?
Because he's a general dog's body who's got nothing better to do right now. And in here we have the wrong kind of people. Edwin with a bucket on his head now, and Dobbs, who I sent here because he needed somewhere to stay and needed work. So we just have to wait for her ladyship to be out and about and consider what else we can do with our life while we try to endure our ever-dwindling funds. 25 and 20. We have 2 crossbows. We don't need to. We could always sell this. I think that's the one with no sell value. I think we hang on to this for something special later on. We could go look at the skill menu again, but it isn't going to matter for a while as we don't have funds. We just need to wait for Lara to be up and about. Her name's not Brian, she does not play cricket. You know, my first ever mouse mat had a picture of Brian Lara on it, for some reason. I can't for the life of me remember why. Let's just say it was one of the better options in the shop, and that's not saying much. She does not want to come out, does she? I could go and get killed by 2 rat walkers on the road, but that doesn't seem like a very nice, fun idea. Especially as there's going to be 2 of them. Starting to feel like a bit of a watched kettle situation here. She's not going to move if we're looking at her. That's more of a Elder Scrolls issue. We like walk up to the shop door at the time it's supposed to open in the morning and stand there staring at it. And it won't update until you look away, then look back. Oh. What else could we do in the area while we're here? I mean, we could try to bait out just one of the rat walkers, but I'm not sure that's possible. They seem to be a linked group. But if we're going to be potentially fighting, we should be armoured. With what little armour we have, all 1 pieces of it. Could always lure them back here. Should definitely save the game. And probably start thinking about ending the episode soon, because in all honesty, it's a fairly decent length, isn't it? Okay, hang on. Ooh. Right. Go on, throw it. Come on. Excellent, keep it up. Have another throw. Thank you. Love it. Don't love it. And again, please. Thank you. Ow. if I can drop this one. Ow.
Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale.
Fuck it, Tristan. How? Okay, we get the hell out of here before another one of those things shows up from a little way down the road, and I shouldn't have eaten that because I'm not sure. Oh, it looks like the healing mace stack. But hey, it's good experience all the same. The hunter didn't steal any of it from us either. That's brilliant. Let's feel better about ourselves. There we go, by removing our helmet as we don't need it. An indication that we have no intention of heading into danger. Just yet. Oh, lady, please come out of your house soon. This is getting a bit silly. Come on, you got washing to take down.
Tristan, hold on a minute. I found a ring in our storehouse, and it seems to be an unusual one. If you put it on your finger, you suddenly feel much better. It made me think of you. Take it. I think you need it more than I do.
Thanks. That could certainly come in useful.
Take care of yourself.
Right. While we're here...
Will you give your approval?
All right. You help me, so I'll help you. They can stay until they start causing problems.
Good. Now I believe we've got a camp to return to. And this ring, obviously, right hand. Oh, 25 maximum health. I mean, that would be pretty nice. Don't get me wrong. +2 strength from a ring on the same hand, though, seems to be a better benefit for now. I want to swing wide to avoid the rat walkers. I'm not ready for another pair of those just yet. One, maybe. Just leg it. Okay, we're good. Now, I'm going to conveniently pretend
You said it.
that the potion Tristan drunk was one of his and not one of the reserved ones. I don't think the lady's going to mind too much. The game doesn't track them separately. But I'd like to believe he has them stored in a separate place where he can easily reach for them when he needs to give them to the needy, who are far from here at this point. Obviously, we'll have to go back looking for them sometime soon. Now, that dark shadow looks like a beetle. It doesn't appear to be one. They don't seem to be under attack just yet. And if we go into the hunter's camp, we should... Now, do we need to go back to the leader of the hunters and let him know we got approval from everyone, or is it safe enough just to... So I suppose... Oh, that's a long way off, right, okay. 10 good hides. Yeah, that's going to take forever, isn't it? Inform Kurt. Okay. And we're supposed to be talking to him about a book as well, aren't we? I heard scuttling. I heard scurrying. I know it wasn't me. So I keep on moving. And here we are, back at the Free Hunters camp.
Keep your hands where I can see them.
Wrong way.
Trying all sorts of ointments. Nothing helps.
This is more
And
like
nothing's likely to change.
What a nightmare.
Something was banging around
Kurt,
in the
my
cellar
man,
all
what a
night.
curt fellow. Excuse me.
Where exactly?
Somewhere near the old cove, I think.
Did anyone make it out alive?
Don't think so, no.
That's unfortunate.
What a nightmare.
Someone was out wandering the streets and yelling like a...
I don't think Kurt would want money for a book. I think he'd want some kind of favour. I don't want to steal it. Oh.
I talked to everyone. The heads of the freelands are in agreement. The camp can stay.
Then I have no objections.
While I'm here...
Do you have the Miura and Devil?
That's an oddly specific question. Who told you about that?
The bookseller. He said one of the freemen came to pick it up.
And you came straight to me?
Well, as straight as I could. It was a long way.
Is that so? Well, fine. It's somewhere in my house. You can take it.
Oh, that's very nice. I imagine I better go looking for it. Apparently there's also a bed upstairs in his house where we can sleep. This sounds like there's some kind of special treasure hunt tied into the... No, I don't want that. This book. These books. Nope, none of them. When you say it's somewhere in your house, good sir, is it the book currently in your hand? Ooh, fancy rapier. A Startian nobleman's sword, and it's not stealing. More importantly, however, look, we got the big X on the book. It's the kind of book we're looking for. A Lucidus stone, eh? Well, I'm sure we'll find one somewhere else. And that is a very large sword. I see. Do I need to get rid of the sword to get to the book? Possibly not. Okay. There's a bed we can rest in. Weapon sharpening kit. Again, we're not here to rob the place. A gold statuette. Very similar to one we seek. Is there an easy way we can get downstairs? As that appears to be our only remaining option. It's entirely possible there's no way into the lower level of the house, and it exists purely to... Nope. Here we go. Would you look at that now? I presume we need to go back to the camp and let them all know that it's safe for them to stay. Yep. Well, let's at least do that then, shall we? It'll give us a sense of completion, having achieved something nice for the people. Right, so we were told a shifty and suspicious hunter had come after the book. Now that is volume 4
Have you
as
heard
well.
about what the Moon Sect did?
Right.
They broke into the abandoned fort.
What for?
I'll be damned if I know.
Hmm.
But mark my words, they have definitely stirred something up.
Maybe I should move to the village. The city makes me sick.
That's for sure. I heard the orders, all the buzz about something.
Let's see.
Yeah. They've been running their
Outskirts,
feet off lately.
Alpha and Omega
Must be
Estates,
some kind of a
Olgerd.
commission
We could go
coming
look
from
for
the
him.
capital.
Dobbs.
I heard that the leader
sure.
was given the boot.
Are you serious?
We found
Happens all the
Ravi
time,
joined one
you
of the
know?
hunting packs, so he'll be the hardest one
Something
to
was
find.
banging around
Right.
in the cellar
Okay.
all night. Couldn't bring myself
This
to
is all
risk
done
checking
so
what it
far.
was. Death has come to our island.
Soon we will be dead too.
Maybe someone
think we
will
just
come
have to
and
wait.
save us.
Nobody cares.
Find
one
rubbish from
almighty.
Agwo.
Rough, to be sure. But life goes on.
You said it. Remember how things used to be? This is nothing.
Still need
in
to look for that.
comparison. These freemen are just bandits with a fancy name.
You think so?
Of course. Why would any good man just feck off to roam the woods like that?
People say they're actually roaming the
Happens
fields.
all the time, you know. I heard
You know what?
the orders, all the buzz about it.
We'll have a little peek
Huh?
around here.
Please don't.
See if
I just thought it would be a...
the smith will speak to us. And he's up there, isn't he? I don't imagine he will. I don't think anything's changed. So, ooh, hello. Can we make potions while we're at it? No stamina potion. Okay, yes. We'll replace the one we drank. We now have a new flask of Wolfsbane.
Bread prices went up again. We'll be eating grub. Someone was out wandering the streets and yelling like a bloody fool again
Keep your
last
hands where I
night.
can see them.
These freemen are just bandits with a fancy name.
You think so?
Of course. Why would any good man just feck off to roam the
Okay,
woods
what
like
have you
that?
got? Nothing we can afford, obviously. It would be very nice. Let's just go finish the job. And then work out. Okay. We could go out for free farms and look for Olgerd in the next episode. That seems fun. And when they have permission to stay, they might fortify their camp a little. Ooh. And this chap's still looking for a fight. We probably shouldn't give it to him. There could be a good reward, mind you. Flavius.
You can stay here.
You managed to convince everyone. No way. Thank you, friend. I don't know how I can ever repay you. But
Well,
I can start by offering you this.
Money. We'll take the money, yeah. Thank you. Now, there's still some things to do here, aren't there? He's the one who wants the golden statue. He wants what? No idea. And she wanted... Also no idea. Something to do with healing supplies, I think, because the others keep getting themselves sick or injured. So if we head up to the farms, we may be able to ask them about keeping the flower safe. We just skirt around this suspicious individual who wants to burn something down that is not his property, but rather someone else's. I see beetle on the left. I will not mess with it just yet. Don't even have my helmet on. Let's head into the farms and find Jesus. That might be a good way to end the episode. He might actually be available at this time of day. And he is.
No bugs in your flour, are there?
Gah, of course not. To the depths with those pests.
So you never get any?
No, we don't. We're not pigs. We wash everything with clean water all the time. One as my witness. We feed the people after all.
Interesting. Well, that's good to know. Olgerd. Might as well do it now while I'm still here and
Remember how
cognizant.
things used to be? This is nothing in comparison. Death has come to our island.
Soon Fearless.
we will be dead too.
Don't trust anyone
Maybe someone will
nowadays.
come and save us.
Nobody cares.
We'll be
The
eating
one
grass
Almighty. Have you heard about what the Moon Sect did?
He's
They broke
drinking,
into the
he's not
abandoned
the right
fort.
The
kind of
abandoned
drunkard.
fort?
For?
What for?
I'll be damned if I know.
I'll be damned if I
Mark
know.
my words.
But mark my
They've
words,
definitely
they
stirred
have
something
definitely stirred something up.
Okay.
And nothing's like
Clearly a popular talking point, as both of them want to say the exact same thing. Void, you're not... What? No! I think he might have challenged us before.
rough, to be sure. But life goes on. You said it. Remember how things used to be?
He's not the minstrel down this way, is he? Good, he's not. Grieg! As in Grieg, the classical composer.
I've heard of him. And his sticky fingers.
Alright. We'll take a bit of a tumble, why not? We were sort of halfway over the edge of the cliff anyway. And that looks like we should pick it. Don't see anyone here. I almost feel like exploring the ruined building. But because it's a dangerous ruin, I'll probably put my other hat on first and save the game. I do see herbs off to the right, so I might as well pick those too. Beetle beware.
How odd. This is the right place, but this house looks long abandoned.
The right place for what? Ah, hello.
Greetings, Tristan.
There were never any heirlooms here, I take it.
clever boy.
How do you know my name?
We know everything about you,
oh, shit.
Estartian.
What do you want?
Your head.
That's it! Say your prayers.
Mate, if you're alone...
Everything's going dark.
It's about to. Who the hell is this chap and why was I sent here? I may have stumbled into something I never began.
Keep breathing.
I should be more careful.
Inhale. Exhale.
Okay.
Everything's going dark.
Right, well. Take that. And those. And see if he gets up in a bit and walks off. I don't think he will. Well, we've been set up. Apparently at some point. Who the hell? I don't think I should have done that yet. I don't feel I've been set up correctly or fed the relevant information. Tristan seemed to recognize a place he had never been. So I will investigate that place later on. Hey, who are you? You're not the man I'm looking for. I will come back. I'll check on the forums, see if there's something weird about that man.
Abandoned fort? What for? I'll be damned if I know, but mark my words, they have definitely stirred something up. Something was banging around in the cellar all night. Couldn't bring myself to risk checking.
Not you,
what
is it?
was.
No, it's not. Huh. No, Olgerd, not
That's for sure.
Olaf.
Come to our island. Soon we will be
These
dead
freemen
too.
are just bandits
Maybe
with a fancy
someone will
name.
come and save
You
us?
think so? Of
Nobody
course.
cares.
Why would any good man just feck off to roam the woods like that?
People say they're actually roaming the fields.
And you seem to know too much about them. Should I call the guards, huh?
Not quite what I'm after.
I just thought that would be a nice joke. Something was banging around in the cellar all night. I couldn't bring myself to risk checking what it was.
It's Luca,
Rough, to
the
be
food
sure.
seller's name, isn't it?
But life goes on.
There's someone there who appears to be wearing a hat. Two people. That won't be her. Because Olgerd is a man's name. We do know these individuals may no longer be with us. But it's still worth a look around. And you know what, if I don't find him here, of a food stall, I will consider just ending the episode. Excuse me.
My bones are aching again.
All
The
right.
storm's coming. I can feel it.
We don't have the money. So I'm going to end this episode here. I hope you've all liked this one, lengthy though it's been, and I'll look forward to seeing you all in the very next episode. I'll say goodbye for now though, and cheerio everyone. See you all soon.